Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at another camera. This camera is a gift from a friend. I say a gift, I'm borrowing it from a friend. It is a JVC model camera. This thing is a VHS-C. I've always wanted to play around with analog video formats, and this was the first edition of the analog formats to the collection of things. I now have a few analog cameras, and I will be sharing them with you guys. But for now, here we have this one. It comes in this really nice black case, which does a numerous amount of holding of items. It originally was powered by a drone battery. Big chillin' in there. It lives in this little compartment down in the bottom of this kit bag. There's an S-video cable in there, which is not currently in use since we use B&C. There are tapes on either side. These are the tapes in use. They are what are called VHS-C tapes, which are compact VHS. Of course, I won't be able to record this tape yet. I am rewinding it. This will get rewound in the camera. I'm not worried about it. In terms of the actual camera, which I'm going to put this VHS tape over here for now. Off screen. We're going to open up the bag itself, which first thing to note is the battery charger, which is a Panasonic branded one, but for the same battery type. It's goofy as heck. Either way, that's not important. Then there's the camera, which is the main attraction of the show. This is the whole shebang right here. Oh yeah. Then we have a bunch of these dummy batteries, which are just... Yep, and they're just Kaster brand. These Kaster batteries are surprisingly nice. Now let's get a close up. Yeah! Here, we'll also get a close up on that VHS tape. This is what the VHS tape looks like. Yeah, baby. Here's what the actual tape looks like. Pristine as always. Anyhow, we'll put that in the camera bag. We'll take the camera bag out of the scene. We'll widen out our shot. We'll widen out. I'll put the camera bag behind the camera. We will put the battery on the camera. We'll also get closer so that this is a visible process. We open the monitor and we eject. Here's the mechanism in all its glory. All the video past this point will also be the original video. Now it does things. It's making normal happy tape mechanism noises. I turned it on to power for a sec. I want to put it into the other mode. Alright, we're rewinding the tape. This is what this camera will output. that's what this camera's output looks like. But this is the camera, and you guys will get to see all the test footage generated by it, so look forward to that. One of the other things I really did want to preface is that I recorded everything on this camera using EP mode. I will also make sure to throw in some footage of me using SP, or standard. Record buttons for how she records, which very goofy odd camera for how it records, I must say. And yeah. So here we have the Canon XH-A1. My primary video camera. Let's turn this light on to get a better view of this thing. This is the primary video camera in my collection. As you can see, it has a display on the side and the current timestamp recording in HDV format. It's set up to look at the floor here. These are the headphones I use for monitoring my mic levels and such. As you can hear, the server rack is very loud, and server racks tend to do that. And speaking of, we might as well take a peek, shall we? Alright, so we are now at the top of the rack. At the very top here, we have just some APs living, chilling. They're not plugged in or anything, but at the very top we have the blower cabinet, which takes the hot air from this whole machine and blows it out the window. The air conditioner is replacing that air with cold air. Then we go to our first top rack unit there, the machine screaming to high hell and back. That is our core switch. If we come around back, is the core switch from the back. It's up there. It's where all the S is. Then directly below it's the firewall. Now we have the stencil box, which is no longer a stencil box, but is now the video editing PC. There is but one thing in here that I actually care about. The SD card reader and all the fancy tech inside. There is a video describing how that thing is built. That's the video editing PC. Then we have just some switches. This is being used as a shelf. There are rails being used as a shelf. Then the backup server. The main file server. This thing is a monster. It uses all the data. This is the main server in the house. It uses 2 Xeon Gold 6240Ls. It has 512 gigabytes of DDR4 and 128 terabytes of hard drive space. But what makes it special is that this front here slides out to expose more drives. Then below that is my server, which is not on at the moment. It is the secondary compute node, and then just the rest of the rack, which that's all stuff, that's all a later video. Here is the McGraw Edison. It's quite the box fan. It's what's cooling the space. There is also this fan, but this fan doesn't do much. And she just sits there. Here's an example of the low light capabilities of this camera. This is my Lakewood model P223. It honestly looks a lot worse on camera, but maybe not. Here's what it looks like. And that's it at full speed. It's not very fancy. It's 1 speed, on or off. It's had some rough lifetime. Probably stands for a really good scrubbing. As you can see, some of the plastic is cracked and broken over the years. And that exposes my electrical work, which is the switch. There's the camera. Yep. It's a camera. Real short one on how to wipe tapes. I write bars to my tapes as blank. And as far as I'm aware, everyone has a different practice for this. There's also this is my current capture method as well. I use a BNC to HDMI adapter, which does upscaling to 1080p and auto deinterlacing. I will be making a full video comparing the two, but this is basically all the camera short video. This is what the capture card I use is called. It's called the Easy Cap. It's a PCI Express card that actually sits in the back of the editing PC. Here, let me get up to show you. It sits in the back there and gives me an HDMI port. Yes, that's the FireWire and 10 gig for this computer as well. We're going to go take a peek at what the snake is up to. I'll be right back, boys. Recharging the other battery, for real, for real. I'm also watching over my own footage. No, hey, it's the thunderstorm bit. So, what we're gonna do is remove this tape. Mini DV mechanism. Mini DV tape. So, here we have the editing PC is no longer in the rack. It is void space in there because that thing's screaming too much. It's like 2 days later from the initial setup. And this is what we're working on. Just the usual video stuff. Yep. So here we have the Micro Edison again. We put it on high. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all next time.